Hello, I'm Bob Roepke, and we're back at a house we're working on this year's Christmas in May project, and we're with a husband and wife tandem that are working on the project today, uh, Georgiann and Dan Keyport. So, how many years have you guys been working on this?
Well, I've been doing Christmas in May for at least 5 years, maybe 10.
Yeah,
And,
somewhere in the range, yeah.
and this year's project had a lot of landscaping, and Georgiann's a master gardener, so I thought, okay, I'm going to rope her in this year.
So this is my first year.
So, how is it when you're a master gardener, when you come and you look at a project like this that had so much to be cut back? You couldn't see the front of the home
Yeah.
pretty much, right?
Yeah, right.
So we had a lot of. How'd that affect you as a master gardener?
Oh, well, having done it for a while and actually landscaping our own couple
Yeah.
of houses,
Yeah.
you just can appreciate what it will look like when it's done. And
Yeah.
it's just so joyful.
Oh,
I mean, it's
yeah.
so gratifying
Yeah.
to see the difference.
Yeah, it's amazing transformation.
It
isn't
is, it is.
What can happen? I don't think if you're not around that, or if you don't see that like you've experienced it, it's kind of amazing with the end result.
Yeah.
And that's part of the beauty, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
One day, 30, 40 volunteers, the difference it makes.
Wow, just like
Yeah,
that. It's
yeah.
transformed.
Yeah.
And it
is.
makes a big difference.
And this home was beautifully landscaped to start, but
Yeah.
really it's been
Over time.
growing for 10 years, and
Yeah.
over time it just
Yeah.
needed a lot of
Tender
tender
loving
loving care.
care.
Yeah. So the beauty of Christmas in May, what is it for you guys in terms of showing up, and what does it mean to you as you
Well, it's-
volunteered for the time?
You know, it's giving back. It's
Yeah.
being part of the community.
Yeah.
It's being with people you like and respect,
Right,
and it's
right.
all of that.
Right. And the beauty too is that you meet people. There's
Yeah.
people you've
Oh,
not
yeah.
Yes,
met
new
before.
people, yes.
Yeah, and you've got that common goal, to help a fellow community member.
Yes. Yeah.
And that's really cool. And then for the homeowner, and we've talked in other interviews about how special it is because they come back and help the next year.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they've had the transformation, the experience, and they say, well, how can I give back?
Yeah.
This is just part of what makes Chaska great.
Yeah,
Great place to live and to work and to do business because of people and programs like this.
yeah.
So,
Well, and Dan has a business in Chaska. You want to talk a little bit about your business? We'll do a little 1 minute of.
I have the wine shop downtown, so
Yeah.
wine, beer, and spirits. And
Yeah,
if you haven't been into the wine shop, you should, because if nothing else, it is a beautiful building. We renovated the old Chaska train depot, and it's a pretty spot.
yeah, it is. Pretty unique spot,
Yeah.
and you preserve that. It's part of Chaska's history.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you are very active with the community. So you believe in that whole concept of building community and what that really means, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And Georgiann as well. Georgiann's on the planning or park board.
Park board,
Yeah.
yep.
How long have you been doing that?
Well, this is started my second term.
Oh,
my second year.
fabulous, fabulous.
And then I'm
fabulous.
also on the Carver County Extension Board
Oh, cool.
as a Master Gardener representative for there.
Oh, okay.
And I'm a stream study monitor for the Minnesota Pollution Control Agency. So my environment is important to me, and I think we're all,
Well, fabulous.
be
I didn't
foster-
know that. Yeah, wonderful. That's wonderful. Well, that's just another example of giving back.
it is.
Yeah.
And we all have our own talents, and
Yeah.
we can give back in our own way, and that's just my way.
How did you get the whole interest in gardening? Did you were raised in a
Yeah,
a
except my
family?
dad actually. He made me weed the garden, and he loved tomatoes. Grew way too many, and I thought, I never want to do this again. And then we bought our first house, and I had a lawn problem, and I went to a master gardener meeting in St. Paul, and this person told me how to fix it, and I thought, someday I aspire to be a master gardener. And then because we had our own yard, it was something that I just thought, I like this. It's very therapeutic to pull
Yeah.
weeds and work.
And
in
you
the
can get
garden.
something done.
Yes,
Yeah,
absolutely.
you get a result
And he
grow
ends
some.
up with a wonderful result that many people can appreciate. So, yeah, that's how I kind of got into it. Probably 24 years ago, I've been a
You've been a
master
master
gardener.
gardener for 25, haven't you?
25 maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
How do you?
92,
What
92.
process do you go through to become a master gardener?
So they have a recruitment program that actually starts in October.
Extension?
Through the Minnesota Extension. But I'm a Carver Scott Master Gardener.
Okay.
So we cover those two counties, but we're sponsored by the University of Minnesota. We work in only those two counties, and our group then solicit people who are interested and who really just like to work in the garden,
Yeah.
and they train them. So the month of January, once they are recruited and are go through the interview process, there's a month of January where there's 40 hours of training. and either do it at the University of Minnesota, but pretty much I think they're doing it online or through the Arboretum, which is
Okay.
nice and close.
Okay.
At the end of that period of time, you're a new master gardener, and you have to contribute 50 hours of work in a lot of different ways. You can do at the Arboretum, you can do a question and answer booth. You can come to do things like this. You have to contribute.
Oh,
certain
okay,
amount of
give
hours.
back.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then after your first year, you're a full-fledged master gardener. And yeah, there's just lots of opportunities to volunteer.
You
They
find-
give you lots of resources too.
And lots of
Oh,
resources.
okay,
Yeah,
sure.
we do the library
university,
training.
yeah.
We
Sure.
do teaching at the libraries, and there's demonstration gardens all around. And
Once people find out you're a master gardener, do you get a few phone calls and
Yeah.
people asking, you know, I have this tree problem.
Well, and Georgiann has become kind of a tree specialist.
yeah,
Oh, yeah?
I'm
Is
a
that right?
Areas of
Tree
expertise.
care
Yeah.
gardener too. That's also another certification through the University of Minnesota. So it's tree diagnosis and how to prune and trim and so on.
Well, we're not going to give Georgiann's number on this show right now, but now you know something about the
Well-
Keyports.
We drove out here, looked at this house. She looked at the tree that was right there and says, "That tree has to go."
Is that right?
We
First
took it
analysis,
down.
yeah?
But anybody can go to the Master Gardener website and look specifically for spot carver, and then call the number, and they'll find somebody to help you with your problem.
Yeah. Well, it's cool because I think for some reason I believe your name is now going to go down, you know, in the record books and the contact information for Christmas and May Chaska around gardening and landscaping.
There you go.
Whether you want it to be there, it's going to be there,
Yeah,
Georgiann.
that's
So,
okay. That's
yeah.
all right.
So it's good. It's fun to have this discussion as we hear the sounds of landscaping construction going on in the the here.
Somebody
Although
else is
being
shoveling
shoveled.
that grass.
Yeah, right.
We can keep talking.
So we can
yeah.
keep stretching this interview out. Yeah, right.
Thank goodness for the football team.
Oh boy, isn't that true?
my
And that,
gosh.
you know, we interviewed the coach there, and that was
Oh,
really a
good.
good discussion because,
Yeah.
you know, he talks
Drawbacks.
about pillars of what's really important. It's not just the team and you know, winning games. It's the development of young men
People, yeah.
and life after,
Yeah.
and you know,
And
teaching some of
values,
those things. Yeah.
What do they value?
Yeah, exactly? What do they value and giving back to the community and being part of the community? And that was really cool to talk about that because they really got that. And they're putting in that, you know, words are words, actions are everything, right?
Yes,
So
exactly.
Yeah.
these are the actions. Well, so are yours, and so you're in the business community and you guys give back, and you see you guys everywhere, and you're involved in a number of things with the community also. So it's fun to talk to you guys as part of this, because I think it is one of Chaska's best community building experiences, bringing the community together. So thanks for spending some time with us, and takes you away from shoveling rock, and
All right.
that's good. That's okay.